Hi, welcome back to Cross Stitch the Globe. My name is Stephanie. This is a channel about cross stitch. Normally I film these with my sister Allison, but this is part of the ongoing stash, destash, stash, destash, thrift, destash cycle of my life. I started a secondhand shopping channel, and so I'm thrifting a lot, and because I'm going into thrift stores all the time, I'm finding stuff all the time. And so even though I just did a huge destash, I have acquired more things since thrifting that I basically had to get. I got these at the thrift store. I got most of these off Facebook Marketplace. A woman near me was doing a huge cross stitch destash, and the stuff looked really cool, and I just had to go save it. By save it, I mean she was destashing it. I don't think she was gonna throw it away. If it didn't sell, maybe eventually. But by saving it, I mean picking it up, showing you guys so that you guys can see it. We have institutional knowledge that these patterns exist, especially younger stitchers. We don't even know a lot of I'm 40, younger is relative, but we don't even know what came out in the 70s and 80s. So I picked up some of those, and then there was a couple things I bought off eBay for particular reasons. And when I get to those, I'll tell you guys what the reasons were and what I'm keeping versus what I'm destashing. So everything that I'm destashing before this video even goes live is going to be up in my Etsy shop. I just posted a video of everything that didn't sell during my great big destash, and all of those things are also up in my Etsy shop. So I will link my Etsy shop below. I originally started my Etsy store for my own personal cross stitch patterns, which you can see some of the models on my wall. But for the destash, I did it on Instagram, I did it on YouTube, and everything that didn't sell, I decided it's just going up on Etsy. The community that is our cross stitch channel community, the Flosstube community at large, you guys still have a chance to shop it, but that way, if people didn't see them, but somebody's looking for them in the future, they can find them. And I decided what I'm gonna do for at least a little while is instead of putting destash stuff up on my Instagram, just put it directly on Etsy, and just so that for a little while I don't have to, that destash took over my life, and I need to know that if somebody wants this stuff, they can buy it, but I can't be sitting at my computer for the next 48 hours while people claim stuff, because I just don't have time for that right now. But I also don't want this to live in my office, because I showed you guys on the last video my little office tour, and my office, I'm decluttering my office. So these things came into my house to sit, I saved them from thrift stores, or I needed something in the bundle or whatever, but I have hoarder tendencies, and by putting things directly on Etsy to destash and showing you guys, I am telling myself I'm not allowed to keep them. Okay, so let's do the 3 books that I got at the thrift store first. These books were at one of my favorite little thrift stores. This is Cute and Cuddly Cross Stitch. I never seen this before. Actually, I still haven't. I haven't flipped through it. Let's do a quick little flip through. Oh, and if you guys want something, I linked to my Etsy shop below. You guys can go grab it. But if you want something and it's already sold out of my Etsy shop, or you're seeing this in the future and it's not in my Etsy store anymore, then at least you can go find it somewhere else. This is published in 1996. Who is this by? JG Press. Oh, look at those little kittens. Oh my gosh. If you're a cat lover, there's gonna be a lot of cat stuff in this destash. Okay, this is a sampler for a burst sampler. I don't know why that word didn't come to me. We've got more little cute birthday samplery-esque situations. I'm not going to show every single thing in here. Well, I guess I can. Teddy bears. Okay, this next one is good. This book might be good. Maybe it was a mistake to... No. Stephanie, you can't keep it. Look at those ones. Ah! Maybe I delete this video and keep it. No. Country mice with mushrooms and flowers. That's so cute. Whew. Okay, this one just says baby. I, for real, didn't go through this book. When I got it, I was like running late and I just saw it on the bookstore shelf, like on the bookshelf at the thrift store. I was looking at cookbooks. I was like picking up vintage cookbooks and I saw this and I just grabbed it and I grabbed the 2 other books that were kind of by it and then left. All right, we've got just kind of okay baby stuff. Some teddy bears. Cat cards for cat lovers. Antique bears. Special occasion borders. This is the only true cross stitch book. The other 2 books are different, so this is the only book I have to show the whole book in. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Quilted wall hanging of, guys, it's the 12 Days of Christmas. I don't even know if Allison will allow me to sell this now, although I know she has enough. She's such a minimalist. I stopped even asking her when I destash things if she wants them because if she doesn't have them, she would really not know, like rather not know, but you guys know our channel and our 12 Days of Christmas problem, but like, look at that. That's so good. All right, so wait, I am destashing this, but it is a good 12 Days of Christmas. Babies and Children's is a section. Those teddy bears are sweet. I don't know what they're called though. The nice thing about, because I'm always going to thrift stores and stuff, I know there will always be something new for me to find and get excited about. So it's nice to see these things going to people. Like some people in the last destash said that some of the charts I posted were like their unicorn charts. And that was really exciting to be like, well, it's so much better for it to be at somebody else's house than like in a box in my office. So it's worth it, but... Toy bag. Animal alphabet. Those are good. Those are good. All right. We got more bears. This book has a lot of bears. We're going to skip some of these. And the more bears, we're going to skip some of these bears. But we're not going to skip the kittens. Ah! I wouldn't skip a real bear, like Stitch Bear, but the teddy bears, it's like, okay, I get it. Teddy bears. Village Ducks bath set. Oh, that's funny. Okay. Photograph frames. These, well, actually, we are going to skip some cats because even though this is a cat border, it's not that interesting. And also, I don't know. Oh. Seasonal cushions. Look at these cats. I have a bunch of cat charts in this box, so just get ready. Just get ready. Okay. Serving tray cat. Cat in a little serving tray. That's good. Oof. I like hurt my shoulder. And I'm not quite sure how, but it's my entire left side. Okay, more bears. We get it. More bears. And more cats. I'm not even a cat person, but I do love a cross-stitch cat. That kind of looks like Allison's cat. Okay, so this is, by the time you see this, already up on Etsy. Okay, doing it this way will be good though, because it will force me to put it up and not just hold on to it. Cute and Cuddly Cross-Stitch. That is a good book. The other two books I thrifted this week were Singer's How to Sew Fashion Knits. Like, I just thought it looked amazing. First of all, it's just like a vintage book. It's like a little bit vintage there, but you could put a harder cover book on it. And it is just like a sewing instructional book on knitting. There's some letter stencils in there. I don't know if they came in the book originally or if they were just here. There's a piece of mail from unclear. Anyway, everything that's literally in the book, I'm just going to mail to the person. It's 1972. Dear reader, How to Sew Fashion Knits is your key to a new world of sewing pleasure. As the recommended textbook for Singer courses in sewing knits, it contains a great deal of helpful reference material relating to projects made in class. In addition, it covers a wide range of other types of knit sewing projects. Thus, you'll find it valuable as a reference long after you complete your Singer course. Moreover, How to Sew Fashion Knits is much more than merely a book of instructions. It tells you why as well as how. Once armored with this understanding, you will be able to approach any pattern, even though it's not designed for knits, with confidence. Best of all, your understanding of construction principles will free you to sew creatively. You'll be able to adapt patterns as you like to make exciting knit fashions that are yours alone. Like, come on, that's cool. Couldn't leave that. And then this one, I also thrifted there. This is from Barefoot Books. It's very different, but I figured somebody in our community would probably love it better than it just living in this dusty little thrift store. It's called The Fabrics of Fairy Tale Stories Spun from Far and Wide. And it's just beautiful. So it's like, it's really, okay, so it's really beautiful. Once upon the rapid, like, it's just carpet weaving and the crocuses in Persia. Like, the pictures of the fabrics are gorgeous. I'm trying to figure out if there's like a succinct description of the book anywhere. Like, it's got the fairy tales in them. And but the fabrics are the illustrations the illustrations are fabric. And like, this is a story from Romania. So it's like fairy tales illustrated in fabrics from the area, fabrics of East Africa. And it's got information about the fabrics and the people. So it's just very, very cool. The Fabrics of Fairy Tale. So those are the 3 books I thrifted this week that I'm destashing because I'm not allowed to keep them. You guys saw it in the last video. My office is full. Okay, this next set of patterns is, I bought a bundle of Paula Vaughn patterns on eBay for like, I want to say I spent like $8 and got like 14 patterns because I'm putting together a Paula Vaughn collection of patterns because I want to do a little Paula Vaughn pattern parade, and I will destash the ones I'm not keeping after that parade is done. So like, I bought these for like educational purposes. So I'm not even going to show you guys all of these today, but there were a couple that I 100% know I already had that I am going to destash today. So Wedding Ring Bouquet, I know that's a duplicate of one I already have in my collection. I wasn't able to check all of these against the duplicate, like if they were duplicates. But I know that is, and there's one other one that I already put in there. Okay. All right, we'll say that that's the extent of that there's 2 duplicates in there, so I'm keeping those 12. But this will be up on Etsy by the time this video is released. And there's another one of those patterns in this box that I will tell you about when we get to them. Okay. Then we've got, all right, Fabulous Felines by Cross My Heart. Oh, there's a bunch of cat patterns. What had happened was someone on eBay put up a thing that was like 14 cat patterns, and spent like $6 or something. It was so little money. I don't remember exactly. But I was like, I have to just see them. Like, I just have to see them. And I have to go through them and I have to look at them. But I was like, am I probably going to start them? No. But I want to purchase them. I want to look through them and enjoy them. And then I'm going to destash them. So this is Cat and Kittens ABCs. Also, Allison and my other sister just got a cat that she named MJ. And if one of these like was perfect for her, I would have, without being huge, I would have stitched it. But there wasn't anything in these that was like screaming MJ to me. All right. Aunt Hattie's Kitty Boutique from American School of Needlework. Now, look at those. Look at those. Oh my gosh. The Tapestry collection from Cross My Heart. Very fancy cats. The Tapestry collection Cat on a Rug from Cross My Heart. Tabitha's Garden from Color Charts. Insane. So again, I'm not allowing myself to keep these. These are all up on Etsy, but I do want to show you guys before they go. This is cat squares. And you've got all kinds of cats. You don't see that kind of cat in cross stitch very much. Cat personalities in cross stitch. This is from American School of Needlework. Patches and Patchwork. From True Color International. Two Colors cross stitch. Samantha's Perch from Color Charts. America's Best Loved Cats, which is, oh, there's a lot of cats in here. This is Leisure Arts. Cross Stitch Cats from American School of Needlework. And oh, actually, no, I'm keeping this. That's MJ. Will I stitch it? I don't know, but I'm keeping this one. Okay. Sorry, guys. Okay, Room with a View. I will either stitch it soon or I won't stitch it at all. And if I don't stitch it at all, it'll go up in a future destash. Feline Elegant from Cross My Heart. Cross Stitch Kittens by Kathleen Hurley from American School of Needlework. Catwalk from True Colors. And then these are Flower Cat Pauline. Who are these by? Ellen Mare Stroth, 1999. So we got that guy. Flower Cat Angela. And Flower Cat Gino. Okay. I think that's the extent of the cat stuff. Okay. Then this is stuff that was just in the Facebook Marketplace haul. Sportsman Dream book. The Sportsman's Dream from Stony Creek, which is crazy. If you like ducks and pheasants and things, it's got good ones. The Teacher from Victoria's Needle. And the cool thing about this Facebook Marketplace is the woman was like, had been a stitcher for a really long time, and it was clear that she'd like stitched most of the things that she was selling. And she was selling some pre-stitched pieces, already stitched pieces, but the pieces she was stitching, like sometimes if you watch my secondhand shopping channel, you'll find me, I'll like find cross stitch in thrift stores and I'll pick it up for like a couple bucks. Like I'm going to show one in our next Flosstube. But hers were not like that price. Hers were like 20 bucks. So unless I wanted to literally put it up, which I will spend if I'm going to put it on my wall. But if I'm not going to put it on my wall, if I'm picking it up to save it from a thrift store or something, then it needs to be priced at a level where if I, you know, that I could make my money back at least on it. And if it was 20 bucks, I wouldn't have been able to. On the Terrace from Cross My Heart. That is so good. Warm Feelings This is by Busy Hands Needlework Designs. I've never even seen that company, I don't think. Okay. Home Style Cross Stitch with Vicki Thomas. Home Sweet Apartment. Are there any other? Oh yeah, okay. I was gonna say, we've got more than just that Home Sweet Apartment in here. There's lots, like there's those row houses. And you've got more models back here. So that is Home Style Cross Stitch by Vicki Thomas. 11 cross stitch designs. It's crazy. You used to get these in Walmart. Like the stuff we have to do to get cross stitch now. This one is called A Glowing Hearth. Oh, home is where the heart is. Be it ever so humble, there's no place like home. Home sweet home. Very sweet. This is Alphabets and Borders from Leisure Arts, Volume 3. Fun borders. And fun alphabets, actually. So I destashed this in my destash, and then when I saw that this woman was selling stuff and this was one of them, and then there was a bunch of other stuff that I knew people would want, I was like, I know there was more interest than just the person who bought this. So I figured I would pick, you know, I would go out to her house, save all this cross stitch, and get it into the hands of people who are going to stitch it. So this is Home Again number 4. Home Again book 4. This is the alphabet book from Leisure Arts. Oh, look at that patchwork alphabet. This is Friendship Hath No Season. Very cool. Alphabets and Borders Volume 2. So I already had Volume 1. I showed you guys in the last video. This is Volume 2, and she had Volume 2. And look at that. That is giving... Is it Satsuma Street that had a design like this? Not that one, literally, but like that. This is Leisure Arts, Moments to Remember. Oh, so that Home Again was book 4. This is book 3 in that same series. And it says... I'll have to read the pattern. I can't read it off the model. Moments to Remember. Fingertips blinking inside mason... Fireflies at fingertips. Fireflies blinking inside mason jars. Okay, it's things like... It's sweet moments. Like, I probably honestly would not do the backstitch. I'd probably do something else. But I love the pictures on them. Earth Awakens. These beautiful florals. The Village Alphabet. This one is really good. Oh, and then this next one. This is by Cross My Heart. This next one is another reason I wanted to go pick it up, because I have sold a lot of Marjolaine Bastolin, destashed a lot of Marjolaine Bastolin patterns, but this is the one that I kept for myself. So I never put this, the 4 Seasons up for sale, because this is the one I'm saving in my own stash to do. So when I saw that she was selling another copy of it, I was like, well, considering how many people have been happy to find the Marjolaine Bastolin patterns and didn't know about her before, somebody might want this because it's so amazing. These are Lynn Art booklets. So that one is on Etsy. This is Floral Fantasy by DMC. Amazing. Just amazing. Never seen that book before. Okay, this is a question I had. When I was doing my pictures, I didn't remember if I took 2 pictures of this Earth Awakens because I had 2 copies. So I do, so I will list it one time as with a quantity of 2 available. Okay. In the last video, my whole box fell over when I started getting towards the end, so I don't want that to happen again. Oh yeah. There's a bunch of little patterns in here too. Okay, I'll save those to the end. All right, this is Country Stitch Monthly, October 88. Look at that guy. And then I think these are the other patterns in there. So good. For the Love of Cross Stitch, January 96, 25 projects. That is amazing, Santa. Okay, one second. This might be staying with me. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. There is a frightening bear in here that I find very disturbing. You got this little angel sampler, some cherubs. These farm animals that they did on a cardigan, but you would not need to stack them on a cardigan. You could put them on anything. Kris Kringle mugs. Okay, but I want to know, is this, yeah, oh, what's it called? What's this? Christmas song. Okay, I'm not going to keep it, but I love it. Christmas song. You guys see it? Yeah, it's so pretty. So this bear is frightening. And he's like, his torso, okay, his torso is too long, and so he's too, like, what's the word for when you try to make people, like, personification, but you know what I mean. Like when you try to make inanimate objects and animals, humans in your brain, I don't think that's called personification. I think that's when you do it in literature. But when you actually do it, like, in the, you know what I mean. All right, this is called Fun Folk. Oh, and Amish Star. Now it does look, and I'll note this in the listing, it does look like the last page was taken out, so I don't know what design was that. The Amish Star design is still here. So I'll just note it in case somebody is like looking for a pattern that's in there. The last page is gone. But as far as the magazine, the patterns that are in there are really good. This is Country Stitch, March, April 1990. And you've got these bunny patterns on the cover. They're hilariously serious. Like, they're cartoonish, but also extremely serious. And then this there's a goose in the middle of this bunny pattern. I'm loving it. Let's see. I really wish there was a page where they were required to show everything. Oh, wild violets. That's really pretty. There's a train going by. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it. Oh, the tea party. Little bunnies. Okay, there's a big chicken, but where's the model of it? Chicken pot holders. They're like, the designs on these are really interesting, but you wouldn't have to do it as a pot holder. Because like you could just stitch them. Lunchtime pals for little kid bibs. I love looking through these old magazines, even if I can't keep them all. Like, it's still fun to have seen them. Okay, these bunny patterns are called Springtime Pleasured. Lop-eared bunnies and lovable ducks. Okay, I guess it's a duck, not a goose. But Love them. Easter Joy. All right. And that's the, oh no, there's one more. Rococo sampler. That's pretty. It's actually quite pretty. I guess it's Fred Rococo, but I guess when it's argued, it's Rococo. So it's probably Rococo sampler with the end. All right, Leisure Arts, August 1990. We've got this Welcome sampler. Oh, that's pretty Carousel Fantasies. That's pretty. There's some pages cut out of this one. Oh, there's a lot of pages cut out of this one. Okay. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and list this because I think what's in there is really good, but I gotta keep it out because I gotta make some notes about what's missing on the listing. Okay. Leisure Arts, October 1989. I think this is the last magazine, hopefully. Magazines are great to own, but they're not so, it takes a while to show all of them. Okay. Got some Santa Bibs. I'm going to skip some of this stuff. Okay, this is just called Moments. It's very pretty. Frightful Friends. Ooh, Bunny Layton's A Designing Woman. It's a, what's this pattern called? Like, it's very country, but it's also very Delft, and like, that's really pretty. It's very pretty. That Noah's Ark from the cover. Oh, sampler sweater, that's cute. If you wanted to stitch on a sweater, that's really cute, actually. You could do that with anything. Poinsettia tablecloth. This is crochet. There's some knitting projects in here. Painting projects. Knitting. Oh, some cross-stitch jewelry. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, no, jewelry design contest. Okay, I don't think you can win the contest anymore. I think it's over. Okay, so that's all the cross-stitch patterns in Leisure Arts, October 1989. Cricut Collection Advent Calendar. Very pretty. Drawing lessons from Barbara and Cheryl Present. Quilts on the Line, Victoria's Garden. Very pretty. Okay, this is one I'm keeping. This is for me. This is Country Church. I may end up destashing it in the future, but that's the one I wanted to keep from this. Okay, Jingle Bells. You guys know I love a Noel. Bookmarkers, or just frame them, from Dale Burdett. The Spirit of Christmas. I sold one of these in my destash So this is a different copy of the same patterns, but it's really good. All right, we're putting this magazine to the side. We will do that in a minute. Picket fences. Banner oval keepsakes. I sold a paper copy of this in my Destash. This is actually one that they had stitched models for all of them, and they look so good. And I'm very tempted to keep it, but I'm not going to. Oh, Angelo's favorites. Nairobi hibiscus from the floral collection. Nuts. That one is so pretty. This is the floral collection crocus. They're so, this whole, I've never seen this floral collection. I've seen a lot of flowers, but this floral collection company, their stuff is really good. This is called Oriental Lily. Iris. This is, I sold a copy in my Destash. This is, but this Facebook Marketplace had a second copy. So that's another one. This is Southern Magnolia from the floral collection. This is from the Silver Lining, which again, I talked about as the company, I think in the last video today, but I think in the other video. This is a company where I've destashed a bunch of these because I've picked up a bunch of these in different places, and everyone I picked up but one has sold. And so when I saw that she had a bunch, I was like, yeah, I'll take them because I know you guys really like them, and they're not, it's hard to, they're a pattern where I don't know if they're that hard to get, but it's hard to even know what's out there to know about them, but people really like them. So this is Saucer Magnolias. The Flora Collection Poppy. Oh my God. Okay. I'm destashing this. Okay. Poppy. Wisteria. Oh, that's so good. If there was a lavender or a lilac, I would keep it. Gardens of the Mind. This book is really cool. It is more like a book than a booklet. And it has like a bunch of patterns in it that are like with floral borders and different sayings in the middle. And of course you could rechart the saying if you didn't find one you liked. Notable quotes that count from Gloria and Pat. It's the Thought That Counts by Friends for Friends and Home by Gloria and Pat. Gloria and Pat books are no joke. Okay. Like a lot of really sweet vintagey motifs. This is another one where it's sold in my Destash, but then the Facebook Marketplace haul had another one. So this is Heirloom Huck Towels, and look at that pair. Like, they're really good. And those roosters, like, because it says towels on it, you're like, oh, but no, like, actually, like, these patterns are nuts. And like, why are we putting them on towels? Let's put them on something that's going to last longer than the towel. All right, here we got some Silver Linings. Okay. This is Edith Wolford. Snow Mound. Blue Staccato. And I think I said this in the last video. I know one day I'm going to come across the Silver Lining that is the one for me. And I haven't yet, and that's okay. But they're so good. Sweet Peas. This is the Floral Collection Cone Flower. Nuts. Nuts! They're so good. All right, let me save that for last. Daffodils from the Floral Collection. Daisies from Green Apple. And the Silver Lining Ruby Pansies, which are also so good. Ooh, this is so good. Okay, now we've got cross stitch Splendid Florals, 4 designs. So these are the 4 designs in this book. Oh, so good. Okay. That book is from House of White Birches. Now, We're going to do this Cross Stitch and Country Crafts, Better Homes and Gardens, May, June 95 magazine. We're already starting out strong with this roostery guy. Then we're going to do this little pack, and then we're going to be done. Oh, sunflowers. That's pretty. Sunflower fun. We've got a big sunflower pattern. We've got this roostery guy. Berries and cherries. Oh, that's sweet. Romantic pastel heart. There's a page ripped out. Zinnias. Oh. Christmas. That ornament is so pretty. Maybe I keep this one. We'll see. If when I note that it has a bunch of pages missing, nobody buys it, I might take it back. Okay. Then we've got JBW Designs, Sweet Nothings, Ready, Set, Go. Sugar and Spice. Little Boys. The reindeer sampler, I really almost kept this one, but I'm not. I have one that looks very similar to it. This is Heart in Hand. Alphabet Mania in. I don't, I guess the N is, I don't know. Doesn't say. It's 2001. Little House in the Woods from Heart in Hand. That is very cute. Herbert from Heart in Hand. Last pattern. Okay, Bits and Pieces, Christmas Love Dove. Very cute. Okay. So that is all the stuff that I have thrifted or bought on eBay and needed one or two things out of the whole thing. Or got a Facebook Marketplace and needed one pattern out of the whole thing. But yeah, I can't, I am keeping, let's see, I am keeping these. And I'm not allowed to keep these. But I'm glad to know that, like, if there's something in here that you really wanted, that you, whether you get it from me in my Etsy shop today or you just now know that it exists and you can look out for it, that makes me really glad. If you do order anything off Etsy, you can click the link below to go to the store. If you do order anything off Etsy, I would definitely love if you tell me, because it's not the same as like when you order off Instagram or YouTube. It's hard to know like if you came from our community or not. But especially if you stitch anything, I know people have already started things that from the Destash that I sent out, which is awesome. And yeah, so just let me know. Comment below whether you want to actually purchase any of these or not. Like, what are your favorite types of vintage patterns to see, especially if I'm in the thrift store and I see a bunch. Like, I'm probably going to save them if they're, again, I save patterns if they're under $1, because I know that if I find somebody who wants them, I can make my money back and I can get compensated for my time. If they're more than that, I tend to not pick them up. But what, like, so I'll be getting them regardless. But what are do you like the florals? Do you like the old animals or the old kitschy angel-y stuff? Or do you like the magazines? Like, what kind of vintage patterns do you like to see? Because obviously if you made it to the end, you probably like vintage patterns. And I'm going to link to all the videos I mentioned of my flip throughs from no, that was my last video. Okay, so thank you so much. If you made it to the end of this video, leave your favorite flower emoji, because we saw a lot of pretty flowers today. And again, the link to my Etsy store is going to be in the description if any of these were things that caught your eye. And otherwise, I hope you know, if you're not subscribed, subscribe, because like I'm getting loopy. All right, there's going to be a regular Flosstube out next week. So you'll see me normal-ish next week with Allison. All right, bye.